Hi all, it's Barb coming to you from my craft studio. Actually, I'm standing just outside of it in the doorway. I was going to share my embellishment storage. I can't talk, sorry about that. This is a scrap rack. Actually, this here is a total of 3 bases. I found really good deals on actually all of them. The first one I bought was actually an expansion base, but I found it so cheap that I couldn't pass it up, but I knew I wouldn't be able to use it until I could actually buy the starting base. But I knew that I would need at least 2. Unless you're really got a little, you're not going to get by with 1 scrap rack. That's just how I feel about it. It's an investment, but when you think of how much we spend on our craft supplies, having an easy, accessible way to get to them, I think, is important as well. I think sometimes we have a harder time with that one. I see I've got one falling out. But anyways, it's divided into 4 sections, which this one should probably be moved to the end. I have my words of wisdom at the beginning right now. I should probably move it to the end of the alphabet. I think it got switched around when I was, for a while I had my alphabet stored off the rack when I only had 2 bases. And I have my alphanumeric. This is like a representation of stamps and embossing folders and dies that fall into alphanumeric. This is Cricut alphabets. I actually put a marker into my Cricut expression. I think I set it to 1 inch, and then I did a representation of each alphabet that was in there. Some stencils. With stencils, if they fit into a theme or category like alphabets, I just store them right there. If they're just like shaped, then they go into that category. She recommends that you store your alphabets by size rather than by color. I kind of do a combination of them, but there's my alphabet section, and then it goes into my themes, A to Z. Oops, this washi isn't sticking very well. I decided to add, when I had washi available for my theme, to put it along that divider, if there was a divider at the front of the theme. So, you can see, this one's called a Fantastic 5. It has 5 pockets. There's 4 that are the same size. This is one of my favorite pages. I tend to use it the most. It seems like a lot of sticker pages fit just right in there. The middle pocket doesn't always get used. And this one, no, on the next one it actually did, because I had some small butterflies that I put right in the middle. But I have baby, birthday, cards. I actually call that one cards and envelope, but I just wrote cards on the thing. I put any cards in there that I didn't have their own category for, like weddings and anniversaries. I put under wedding because I had enough stuff for to have its separate one. I guess I could have subdivided in there, but I also do things for weddings besides cards. That's why it has its own category. Let's flip down to the 3rd section is calendar. So I sort mine. First, I have things that are like calendar related, like days of the week, months of the year. It's not a very big, actually I think it's only the actual like catalog page, and then it goes into winter. I set mine up winter, spring, summer, fall. I always think of it that way because of the song. And I also thought, well, the first month of the year is January. Here that's winter, so I started with winter. So I do winter, and then Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's, and then we go to spring, which is St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Mother's Day, graduation, and then summer is Father's Day. I put all my patriotic stuff together, so no matter which patriotic holiday, I file it in summer because I tend to think of 4th of July first. If I was doing something for Memorial Day or Veterans Day, I would flip to that section. And then fall has Grandparents' Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and then I have my rainbow, and that one I really made use of my washi on the things. I did it kind of along the top and the side. But I put my non-themed items in there. This is one of the sections that I still need to go through. I think there's some in there. Yeah, see, like that. See how much I have shoved in that one pocket. I don't like that. This one actually isn't an actual scrap rack page. See, it has no flaps, whereas a scrap rack page has the little flaps on it, which really helps keep things in. I have some embellishments I don't put in there. Like I have this chunky glitter and sequins. Tiffany actually recommends putting these in a little baggie and putting them in your scrap rack. I have some in there. I discovered I hated it. I hated getting the sequins in and out of those little baggies. So I knew I had this spinning spice rack, and I know I have more bottles. I think some of them I may not have switched over yet downstairs. So I decided to take this and put it in my craft room and put my chunky glitter and sequins in that. And I think it looks kind of pretty too. I tried to get away from that. I do have some embellishment type things hanging here because they're things I want to do. I have some paper flower kits, which I bought mainly because my son's getting married. He finally did set a date, so I kind of wanted to see if I could I don't think the colors will be right, but if maybe I could make kind of a pattern using that and create flowers, but we'll see. And then I have some project stacks here of things that I want to be working on. My Bodabra's there. My washi I keep in these units here. They come from IKEA. They're called a Kavissel. I may not be pronouncing that right. Letter tray, and then I made little trays using my scoreboard and cardstock and I file them the same way. I do it by rainbow. And I actually put my rainbow first here. I probably should have followed the same section that I did over there, and I may rearrange that for that reason. And then my alphanumeric and my themes and my calendar section. And then just some down here that really doesn't fit anywhere because of the size of it. And my emoji tape from the Dollar Tree. These here are from Totally Tiffany. I did have my washi. I'm going to switch sides, so excuse the little circular motion here. I hope I'm not making you dizzy, but I think it's easier to do it from this side. I'm a little closer to it. This unit is her five drawer stash and store unit. I used to have my washi in this, but I outgrew them. I had two of them. I really didn't want to add a third just for washi. I thought of the Kavissels from IKEA and decided that I could put a lot more than that in two of those than I could in two of these. Because here I still have room. I think in each of the boxes. I did 2 boxes per color, and I think I still have room in at least one of each of the sections. Like I have room in one of the pink boxes, one of the red boxes. And then I did pretty much 2 for each season. There's a couple I only did 1. Plus I have room to add more boxes. So I think that's going to work better for me. My napkins are kept here. I use those for embellishing things, mainly tags, but I could use them on other things too. I have some of my big rolls of twine here just because they wouldn't fit anyplace else. I'm trying to think if I have anything else that's considered embellishment. I don't think so. I think that's it. I think mainly it's the washi and ribbon that I don't store in there. In these units down here, I do have like glass blocks, ornaments, and wreath making supplies, so there's some ribbon down in the ones on the other side. This tray here has my glue in it, which she doesn't really get into storing tools like that. But this is a Totally Tiffany cart, which I like because it fits under my desk, and these trays slide out. You can actually remove them completely. So if I'm really working on a project where I'm going to be using a lot of different glues, I could just take this tray out and sit it on my desk. Normally I don't need to do that. I usually just grab what I need and bring it to the desk. I got room in the middle drawer, and then my Xyron's on the bottom. That's really all I have embellishment-wise, I think. Oh, nope, wrong. I keep my planner embellishment separate because I like to, when I'm working on my planner, I like to just wheel it into the next room and work on it while we're watching TV. So I keep my planners here. I ended up taking my Ditto tote and loading it up with things I use for my planner. I stuck one of my extra little trimmers there. This little container here has folders in it with each of my theme stuff for my planners. I put my Mambi sticker books up here. I've got another planner there, another one there, and then down here I have some of those note clips and extra rings and notepads. And then this one I have like Project Lifestyle items and just some note cards that I use. There's some beads back there for making safety pin art, which I haven't actually done yet, but I have it. I keep my quilling supplies here, my Sew Easy, and then the bottom has mainly Post-it type notes and notepads, different seasons. I keep that, I like it near the planner cart because I use some of those things in friend mail and stuff. So that's kind of where a lot of this stuff gets used. So I just created a cart for that because I didn't know what else to do with it. This cart came from Michael's. It's their Lexington by Recollections. Give you an idea what that looks like. And then this one here is the IKEA Raskog. They're very similar in style. I do think the IKEA Raskog is a little sturdier. It's a little better made. I think the wheels are sturdier as well. What I do like about the Michael's one is 2 of the wheels lock. And my floors are not even in my house. Most older homes they aren't, so I can put those into a locked position if I need to, and it'll stay put. I do like that. But that's pretty much my embellishment storage. I hope you enjoyed how I store my embellishments using the Totally Tiffany 4-section system. I'll catch you next week. Thank you.